good morning. Welcome in, GMS watches. Sean and Ryan, we're on the big deck. So, yeah,
It's early.
it's before 5 in the morning where we live. We're doing this to hang out with you and watch a race and see if Max can win back to back. So that would be kind of cool. So, if you don't know who we are, you're joining us for the first time, perhaps. We are two of the hosts of Gaming Morning Show, which you can watch Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, on lots of platforms, including Facebook Gaming and Twitch and YouTube. But you can find us at gms.watch. That's our website. Where are we today, race-wise?
Baku.
Man, I know we're on the deck, but
Azerbaijan.
it's really pretty there.
It is really pretty there. There's a castle.
No kidding. This is the 5th World Championship Grand Prix that would take place at this place. That's what they just said on TV. You're welcome to join us in our Discord. We're going to work on getting the race there. We'll have the driver tracker on here. It's 28 meters below sea level there, so that's good information. 6 anti-clockwise tracks on this year's F1 calendar, along with the other 5. They listed them on TV. I'm just reciting what I'm seeing on TV right now. Ooh, it's got really big, like circular section in the back.
Yeah, you got like the street section, which is more angular, lots of 90-degree corners, and then the back half of the course is basically just a big loop around that part of the city. Lot of tight racing. Another street circuit, so you have a lot of tight areas, and then the complex around turn 8, where you're going through the castle section, is pretty challenging.
I'm gonna go make some coffee, so enjoy hanging out with Sean.
This is one of my favorite races, both to watch and to play in the game. It's a good one. And we had another interesting qualifying session with lots of red flags, just lots of wrecks. And so once again, Charles Leclerc takes pole position in a situation where the rest of the field didn't get a chance to improve with the second lap during Q3. Luckily, it wasn't him who caused the red flag this time, so that's good. Less controversy there. But yeah, really, really bizarre, exciting qualifying session. So we have Charles Leclerc on pole, Hamilton second, Max is third. So hopefully Max can pull through, take the lead. We're in a good position, though, in terms of the championship standings, since we're ahead of Lewis now. Obviously, the goal is always going to be to win, but the necessary goal is just to be in front of Lewis. We don't have Bottas up to play teammate. He's down in 10th. So that'll be helpful. All right. We're getting close to formation lap here. They're clearing away the teams. It's so early. They did not consult us when they scheduled this race. It's kind of rude. There, they're off for formation lap. Let's see if anyone smashes into the wall. Alright. Getting everything else set up. Apparently I haven't used this laptop since the last the last time we did a Formula One stream. So I had some updates to install. And Discord has updates. Because why not? No one's crashed on the formation lap yet.
Take that formation lap.
I was saying while you were gone that we're in a pretty good place because we haven't been here before, but we don't technically have to win the race. We just have to be in front of Lewis from here on out, which is challenging enough. But
yeah. See.
And I don't think I've used that laptop since the last time we did a stream, so
that, yeah.
it had some stuff to do.
Now Discord's got it. Oh no, actually, Discord is fine.
Yeah, they installed all us to get everything else ready. All right. Burr. 5 a.m.'s cold on the deck.
All right, we should have the race on in our Discord if you want to join there and watch the video. All right, we're watching it up here. I got my coffee, which is one of our coffees from our friend Hofbrew, and so we'll make another one here later, and I'll share more about it because I didn't bring the packaging out, and I don't want to miss the start of the race. It's so strange to me that you have to wait so long for the back to show up. You're in the front of this race. You're like, okay, I'm ready to go. And then you're sitting here like, oh, no.
Almost.
But yeah, we'll be out here. There's 2 more races in the next 3 weeks, and we're planning to be out here or getting together for it. Sean might be on the road for one of the races, but we'll get here.
Ooh.
So close to that wall.
Yeah.
Just get the Red Bulls and a spot. And
Nice.
this whole street section is really interesting.
It's tight. There's not a lot of room for air. Fairly clean so far, though.
Yeah, Leclerc's got a significant lead. Look at this though. It's the 2 Red Bulls, the 2 Ferraris. This is the last time we've had 2 Ferraris hanging up there.
Man, it's been been at least a season.
So if you don't know my background watching F1, Sean got me into this probably middle of 2019, and Ferrari was not doing well during that stretch, and I was like, oh, I'm surprised Ferrari's not better. And it was like right at that time where they had started to drop off. So Sean's like, they usually are. We don't know. Yeah, Perez moved up 2 spots.
Yeah,
For those
had a good start.
For those who are rooting for Yuki in 8th, so top 10 right now for our other co-host, Mike O.
Yeah,
shout out.
He had a pretty solid qualifying. Better than the last couple races, at least.
Oh, someone's in the pit. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong monitor. It's a little bit behind. You're watching in Discord. Oh, which I need to deafen us here in Discord. There. Yeah, because we have our audio live in Discord too. Sorry. Yeah, who's that?
Russell. Yeah. Interesting.
So it sounds like there wasn't a problem. That was just their strategy.
Yeah.
Nope. Clink, 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 clink.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oof. There's no room there. Oh, they did touch.
Yeah, that could have been worse.
So we got Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Perez, Gasly, and Sainz. Gasly in the top 5.
Pierre.
Interesting.
Pierre.
What's happening with Pierre? So we got our lap tracker on the screen with you, so you can kind of keep tabs. We just can't stream the race, on this actual spot. And there goes Leclerc.
Well, yeah, keep up.
Gasly's got the fastest lap so far. Good morning, Gash. It's good to see you.
Oh yeah. There's something on the track that kind of it's just so much faster.
Oh, we're doing pretty okay. We're out here a lot earlier than we had been. I mean, it's only an hour earlier than the last time, but it's
a significant hour.
Yeah, it's noticeable. So, but it's good to see you again. We figured you'd join us, and of course, you can jump in Discord if you want to see the race. It's on in there. So they say they could get that branch off, like as the cars got away, like someone can run out there and grab it.
Yeah, it seems that way.
That's got to be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, easier early on where the cars are still relatively bunched up. A lot more difficult as you start to get, back markers being lapped and there isn't as clear of a dead zone.
Oh, almost there.
Yeah, he'll get it. Luckily, Hamilton's not just like completely pulling away.
How's your week been? Or last couple weeks, because we didn't have a race last week.
Mm-hmm.
There was the Indy 500. We didn't broadcast that.
That was also a good race.
Oh no.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Ocon's out. Sounds like a gearbox issue. Puff of smoke. Not what you want from the back of your car.
They did confirm that Russell pit after the first lap strategically. So started third, still third. I like that graphic. Good morning. We are here, Gaming Morning Show crew, watching the race. We do this every F1 race by and large, and then we're on Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time for our primary show, Gaming Morning Show. Topic of the day, birthdays, this day in gaming history, Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news, fun stuff. And that starts at 6 in the morning Pacific time, Monday through Friday. We're on the same spots too. This is Sean. You can find him on Twitter at sports.gaming, and then I am Hefty Goof on the same thing. We are together, Watch GMS on Twitter, so you can find us there. But yeah, we just try to check in on the races. This is just kind of a hobby. It's a fun sport to watch. So.
Indeed. Morning, Scott Chick.
Scott Chick's here. No cat sighting yet.
So last night I went to bed. Arturo settled into the spot. Like, he likes to lay right behind my legs, behind my knees. And he laid there for about 10 seconds. And then he got up and he went and laid in my chair that I sit in for the show. He left me. What a jerk.
He's been obsessed with your stream setup.
He likes it over there. He gets so much attention.
1.3 seconds of extra pace to make the overtake stick here. Back in his DRS once again for Verstappen.
Really clean start so far.
Verstappen's had a look once again. Gets out from behind the rear wing of the Ferrari, but he's not close enough.
It's tough right now because whenever we have DRS, Leclerc also has DRS.
Yep. But I like how it's keeping everything bunched up too, so Hamilton's not running away.
Yeah.
Can your car be narrower than another car?
There's a range they have to be in. So yes, but not by much.
Significantly.
Yeah.
That's true. We could have Arturo TV or something like that, Scott Chick. Arturo's the name of Sean's cat. He's still the softest cat I've ever pet in forever.
He's a good cat. I'd have to have a camera out here because he comes and lays out here for a good chunk of the day every day.
Wonderful idea, Scott Chick says. Wasn't it your idea? Would you co-host, Scott Chick, when we get to the Arturo channel?
She could provide live commentary. Oh, and now he's stretching. Oh, big stretch.
I was watching Instagram Reels, was just scrolling, and one that came up was the FaceTime one that they have dogs do where they shoot the dog looking over the camera. It's like FaceTiming my mom because I just stretched and my dad didn't look at me and go, "Ooh, big stretch." Yes, yes.
Get it. There we go.
Look at the kind of rumble in the road.
Yeah. It's like a real street circuit,
Yeah. Go get him, Max. Oscar may not be amused that attention isn't on him, but that's okay. Nah, Cat's being jealous? Nah, never heard of it. Is anyone drinking coffee this morning or Scott Chick? In the afternoon.
Yeah, see, the first section that Max gets DRS and Charles doesn't.
Yeah.
He just blows right by.
Scott Chick, remind me, please. You don't have an F1 allegiance, or do you? Water. I like water. I didn't drink enough water yesterday. I'll be straight with you. But had some good beverages. Ninkasi is an Oregon brewing company, and Sean had a nice little pack of their stuff, so kind of went through that a little bit.
That pack is a good standby. It's just a bunch of their IPAs. They're tasty.
Yeah, Gash. Gash says the Ferrari slow on that long straightaway. I think Perez will even catch Leclerc.
Yeah, for sure.
Aw, thanks, Scott Chick. Yeah, so husband's got it on the TV, but hanging out with us instead. Less grumblings. Does your husband have an allegiance? Yeah, Perez just passed Leclerc. Gosh, I mean, and like Sean said at the top, so the other Mercedes is in 10th, right? And so if even nothing else, it's a Hamilton, Red Bull finish. That's so good for the constructors.
Yep. We're not in a terrible place. And they can't, having two bulls out front, we can actually, use some team strategy. And they can't for once, which is great.
Oh, and I'll make it super easy to join the Discord if you're here and you want to get in there. Apparently not a Hamilton fan, though, according to Scott Chick.
Been there. I don't specifically dislike him, but I'd prefer him not to win every race.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, the castle. It's so pretty.
Well, yeah, Lando was just in the pit, right?
Yeah. And Norris and Alonso both pit, which is a little early. The pit window for the softs is like lap 11 to 16, like right in there.
Yeah. Scott Chick, that's one of our go-to phrases here is, we don't dislike Hamilton. We just are annoyed that he never sucks. He's just always up there, every single race. Would you call him a robot, race robot?
Yeah. The hard tire, based on what I heard through practices, the hard tire is probably the best racing tire, and isn't far off from being able to do like the full length of the race, which is why I think you saw Russell pit early to get onto hards, and now Norris and Alonso both pit for hards, and I think you'll see people looking for that undercut, getting onto the good race tire.
So Sean's sprinklers just turned on and scared the crap out of me because I'm sitting here trying to just check to make sure the stream sounds okay, and then all of a sudden I hear this psh, 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 and I'm like, what is going on? Why is our stream all screwed up? Everything was fine. Don't worry, chat. It was good to see you streaming too this week, Scott Chick. So, because I didn't realize you hadn't been on for a while, but it sounded like that was the case. So, welcome back. Man, Gasly, look at that. He must have put the good gas in his car. That's how this works, right? So yeah, we're about 10 laps in. Hamilton, Verstappen, and Perez atop with Leclerc, Gasly, and Sainz rounding out the top 6, and then the only car that's out is Ocon.
Gearbox issue. I love.
So they just told Yuki on the radio, it's like, see, everything looks good, you can push, or something like that. What do you say?
So, yeah, they're like flat out. He goes, "I am. Shut up."
Yeah.
He's so cranky on the radio, and I love it. He just he just wants to focus all the time,
Yeah.
and talk to him, and he gets so crotchety for being such a young driver. He has that like, leave me the hell alone to do my job mentality.
It's probably a good pit stop for Leclerc. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I didn't think about that, but the amount of lap or the amount of pit strategy that there is.
Yeah, there's a pretty good range.
Oh, KSI in the minority. Yeah, I might like this track so far better than Monaco, even though like I understand why you have that soft spot for Monaco because of the lore and everything. But like this seems as much fun with the streets combined with the chance to actually move around.
This offers, at least in my opinion, the best balance between the cool technical section, but then you can actually still see racing action. Which Monaco is just Monaco's a parade. It's all qualifying. Once you get set in qualifying, it's just let's pretend we're gonna race for 50 laps and call it a day. I love Baku. Ferrari's pit crew's wanting to go home early, so they've done their second pit. They're going to go out to the pubs.
You think so, Gaseous? Yeah. Let's talk about the fun track.
Yeah, it's a good one. And this one's tough, but I love this one in the game. It's so much fun to race in the game. It makes, once you can nail some of the technical sections, it really, it's the first track during the season that when you start to nail it, you're like, oh, I'm getting pretty good at this game. And then you make a mistake and smash into the wall going around the castle section.
Yeah, I think throwing things up manually on the chat, I like that look better because then you can see this whole lap tracker a little bit better.
For sure.
This is a pretty good layout. I'm pretty happy with this. When's the new game come out? Isn't it, you said July?
July,
okay.
Yeah. 16th is stuck in my head, but I don't know if that's legit or if it's just a random number that my brain decided to hold on to.
Gash, though, for sure, when because you can play the team thing. Oh my gosh.
It's probably locked up. It didn't look like there was any damage. So he
that was
probably
really,
just had to escape.
That was really scary, though, how he backed up. Verstappen. Yeah. Oh, Hamilton's pitting. Okay. Be super slow. Super slow. Red Bull wins in the pits. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Pierre, you're the best. We love you, Pierre. So would you send Verstappen in right now?
Maybe.
Whew. Anyway, Gash, what I was saying is when we get the game, because they have the teammate thing, I'll probably buy it again, even though I hadn't planned to. And we will have you add us to your list. Nah, that's a good point. And Perez is still faster. He had the fastest lap a couple laps ago. Anyway, what I was saying was when Sainz went off he started to back up and there was a car there. That was really dangerous in my opinion.
Yeah, here we go. What happens? He must just lock up. Yeah, he's just locked up. Yeah, at least, you know, you can deal with flat spots. That's better than a smashed front wing.
Yeah.
So that could have been worse.
So, okay, it's like the replay graphic is still up. I was confused. Okay.
All right.
Come on, big
All
stop,
right.
big stop, big stop.
Yeah, nice work, Gash. Nailing the pit order at Red Bull.
It looked about 2 seconds. It didn't seem like. Oh yes,
1.9.
1.9.
I love those sub 2 pits.
Love it, love it.
Now he just needs to go. Well, and see, that's what's nice is they're talking about team orders and like, what if Perez can stay out for a couple laps and take the net lead in the race? What are Red Bull's orders? I don't think it matters because as long as Max is in front of Lewis, he increases his lead in the championship. Red Bull still gets a 1-2 either way. Like, let Perez take the win.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with that.
I agree. I think until you're to the point where like Mercedes was last year or the year before, last year, just make sure that you secure position. You know what I mean? Who cares who it is?
You know that it's this championship race is just going to be so much chipping away at things and keeping Hamilton at bay.
Uh-oh. I think so. They already brought Perez in. I think you might be a little bit ahead of us, Gash, because this doesn't sound like it's good. I mean, you made me think it was a lot worse than that. That still sucks. But you made me think like we had a stuck nut or something like that, like last week.
Ah, nuts. But he slots in there.
Yeah. No, you're a little bit ahead of us, so that we were confused what you were saying. But
We got all nervous.
it's not awful. It's not good.
It could have been worse.
Ooh, some sparks.
Spark. Yeah, get those tires warm.
I think that is what sucks, though, is you know, one of Red Bull's biggest advantages, right, is this pit stop.
Yeah.
And so you have to always execute your pit stop because that's the one advantage you have. And in this case, since they didn't, that's going to suck. But that's a really cool corner, in my opinion. How it kind of cuts through
That
those
castle,
tall buildings.
it's so
yeah.
cool. And it's just so completely blind when you play it in the game. You're like, I'm gonna just trust that there's more road on the other side of this corner.
This might be our chat of the stream. They shafted my boy. The apology letter's in the mail.
The bendy wing debate. You know, I just think it's Formula One being Formula One, where any gray area, the teams are going to try their best to take advantage of it. I haven't watched enough analysis video to really understand all of the aspects, technical aspects of it. But, you know, there's so much stuff, whether it's the DOS system last year, the bendy wing this year, like Formula One teams are always going to push that gray area. And so if they do what they they always do, which is they're like, hey, we don't like that you did that. Technically, you didn't. You pushed it, but you didn't technically break the rules. We're going to change the rules for next year. Then it is what it is.
One thing I've observed with the radio communications is whoever's on Mercedes radio is one of the calmest individuals I've ever heard in my life. Because like they showed Yuki's comms earlier, and that's where Yuki responded with "I am, shut up" or whatever. But even like the person talking to Yuki was like, whoever's talking to Lewis is just like, "Hi, Lewis. This is the." It sounds like a captain on an airplane. Like, we appreciate you riding today on Mercedes Airlines. We're gonna try to finish these last 30-some laps in first place. So if you could make sure that you drive accordingly, that would be amazing. Thank you. Shh. That's not the principal he's hearing, right? That's somebody else.
No, so each driver has an engineer, and that's who they're talking to.
Yeah, Vettel's the only one I don't think who has pit, unless somebody started on hards. But they showed tires a second ago. It was hard all the way up the board to Vettel.
Yeah, Vettel. I don't think Vettel got the memo of the pit window. Yeah, he does.
He's got so much rear end.
Yeah, he does.
What a quote. I'm going to screenshot that. Oh, I can't. This is the slowest thing we have going. Damn it. So much rear end.
So much rear end. Have you seen my rear end lately?
I'm going to lean back and relax for a second. I've been so front of the seat. Yeah, it's a good day. We had the lights on, the overhead lights on, because it was so dark when we got out here this morning. This is the earliest race we've had so far this year. We were talking about there's a couple of races that start like between 11 p.m. on Saturday night for us, and then like 2 a.m. Sunday morning. And we're still, I think last year with the 2 a.m. race, we weren't streaming yet. So we recorded it, and then we started watching it like 5 a.m. without anyone knowing what happened, which, by the way, is incredibly hard to do.
Yep. Especially for me when a good chunk of my Twitter feed is Formula One.
Well, yeah, even in that case where it's like just by habit you happen to roll over and open your Twitter app, and then you're like, no!
Well, and I get the Formula One app sends me notifications, and it's such a pain. And of course, I never remember to turn that crap off.
Yeah.
So, do you think Vettel remembers that there's a rule where he has to pit?
He's just really excited that he's up front again. He's like, oh, this is cool. I remember this spot.
I don't even think this is the first time this season this has happened where he's gone long and is just out in front. Do you think he gets there and he just goes, I've missed this? He gets snapped back to reality and has to pit.
He just called off the pit. He's like, all good here. Vettel did. And then Hamilton and Verstappen just went back-to-back fastest laps. So they are running real fast, both of them.
Yeah, having Perez in between is really handy right now.
Yeah, he's less than a second behind Perez.
I don't even think he's trying to overcut anyone. I think he's just enjoying being in front. He just likes the clean air.
He's just up there and like in his head, it's playing like "Summer Breeze makes me feel fine."
Engineer gets on the radio. He's like, "Shut up! I'm enjoying this."
The engineer gets on the radio, backs him up. He's like, "Yeah, Summer Breeze." Should I box? I don't freaking know. But your harmonies are on point. Yeah, no, why'd you have to bring up safety car? Let's have a clean race.
Yeah, we had enough wrecks in qualifying. We don't need to bring that to the race. You know, unless maybe it's Hamilton.
Let's not have Hamilton wreck. Let's have Hamilton just have a nice little puncture. Just a nice little.
He'll just finish the race on 3 wheels again.
a happy little puncture.
He'll completely lose his tire on lap 45 and still finish the race on 3 tires in second, and no one knows how he got there.
Come on, Sergio, you got to get going, buddy.
Quality was crazy. Was that all? What turn was that? Was that turn 15?
Oh yeah, recap what happened again.
Everyone crashed.
Back to you.
Every Q1, Q2, Q3 all had red flags at some point.
Everyone crashed.
But the most important part, how we saw Leclerc back on pole, was he set a fastest lap, and then once again a red flag ended the session early before everyone could improve their times. So he kept pole position. So that's 2 races in a row that happened. This time it at least wasn't Leclerc causing the red flag, so a little less controversy. Yeah. Shout out to turn 15.
Well, and who did you say had the crash?
It was Carlos Sainz.
Okay, so then my first thought was like, I wonder if this is Ferrari's new strategy for qualifying.
Sainz, pull the trigger. Oh, what turn? Oh, well, everyone else is crashing on turn 15, so take it out. Aww, the dream is over.
Oh, both of the Aston Martins hadn't pit. I feel this is inevitable. I just not getting a good vibe here from Sergio.
Yeah. No, I think Hamilton will get past. It's just a matter of can he keep fighting him long enough to let Max get as clear as possible.
Man, hasn't happened yet. I'm gonna go make more coffee. Do you want a cup?
Yeah, I'll take a little bit. Thanks. Yo, I'm sure Hamilton is, if not verbalizing his frustrations, is feeling it right now. Good morning, Super, by the way. Yeah, no, Hamilton being stuck behind Perez, having to fight him for so long is fantastic for our boy Max. So Vettel having pit now slotted into 7th between Yuki and Leclerc. So, as far as mid-pack goes, I guess the overcut was pretty successful. That seemed like a lot of laps to get in front of Yuki, but that works. Yeah, Hamilton just keeps kind of rubber banding. He gets DRS, makes it go, can't make it stick, and then has to fall back to recharge a little bit. So if we could just do that for the next 30 laps, I'd be pretty okay with that. Well, and if he keeps having to fight, and granted, Perez is having to defend a bunch, but this battle between them is just tearing up tires. So by the time Hamilton gets by Perez, he may not have the tires left to catch up to Max. Max is up there in clean air, just doing his own thing. And hopefully when we get to the point where we're running into the back markers, he's clear enough that it's A-okay. Yeah, so Hamilton having struggle keeping up in the middle sector, which is the perfect opportunity for us, because if he can keep him out of DRS through the last sector, that's great. Yeah, we're at 2021 right now.
Sergio Perez is doing a great job for Max Verstappen, who the suspicion led maybe Paul that he's taking things a little bit more easily than he had to, were in the Mercedes behind him of his teammates.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can see Max is following up the road, and he's definitely got his head down trying to do it.
Nice work, Scott Chick. So Scott Chick, you don't have any allegiance, so feel free to root for Max Verstappen, who is our driver of choice. I hear he really likes cats, so just putting it out there. So now we're looking for Stroll to pit sometime. Theoretically, should be coming soon. Perfect. We got Scott Chick on board with the Max Verstappen train.
And maybe Sergio Perez will come in that as well. You can just see that flashing on your screen now, the purple signs for Verstappen, 42.3. That is the middle part of this lap. That is the bit where the Red Bull is working hard. And as he crosses the line, 45.7 for Red Bull and 45.8 for Lewis. So only a 10th away.
So what does Hamilton do? He's losing out.
So just right on the verge, just keeping Hamilton out of DRS. And Bottas just getting stuck in 10th all race too. Well, the Mercedes being in a position that they don't typically have to be in, which is behind someone and needing to pass. That's not their car's strong suit, because that's not their strategy. Their strategy is to get in front and just go forever. And they can't do that right now. So seeing the limitations of Mercedes right now, having to pass someone who's fast enough to kind of stay right on the verge of DRS, Perez able to withstand some surges from Hamilton despite having DRS from time to time, and Mercedes is just not equipped to do that.
Because it's a sprint circuit, there's a lot of wind here. It's really gusty. You'll see the trees around the track, but it's all blowing around. But when you're running,
Yeah, there is a lot of race left.
it's not like the wide open spaces of
And there's still stuff yet to develop. With a Stroll pit stop coming, you're going to start to see teams kind of make a move. So maybe we'll start to see some action and maybe a safety car, maybe a wreck.
what can he rescue from this horrible weekend for the Finn, where it all started going wrong. He tried to get on this private plane to come here. I know, boo-hoo for him, when he went technical and he had to stay in Finland. And that's a first world problem to have. But that is a first world problem for Valtteri Bottas. This weekend has got worse since then. Fifth place, so they're giving up. They think they're out of carry. Pierre Gasly might be out of touch for Valtteri Bottas. But I think it might be worse than fifth place for the Finn. That extra downforce is not helping him past Lando Norris. That big wing not helping him past Norris on this straight. Got a Ferrari powered scrap for you here. Antonio Giovinazzi, car number 99.
Science trying to get past Alfa Romeo. Giovinazzi. No luck there. There it goes. Nice work, Carlos. I think that was an around the outside.
Giovinazzi placed in Alfa Rio. There's been a Ferrari Junior. Wide decision, I think, to back over that, and that Ferrari is a bit quicker. But Carlos Sainz obviously trying to get
There we
back
go.
from that mistake he made up at turn 8. I think with an outlap on a hard tire. Overcooked it.
I think that was our first, unless we missed one, but there haven't been a ton of situations where we would have one. So yep, Hamilton's complaining about losing pace and losing the position behind Perez.
This is the problem he's got, Crofty, isn't it? He's going to drop back and then he loses the effectiveness of the toe and the benefit of getting a go after that. But the Mercedes pull the trigger and go for another pit stop to get a fresh set of tyres to try and charge their way through. The Red Bull protect that. This is where they can throw everything at it. Absolutely throw everything at it with them. If he gets a big enough gap, and he'll get that gap very soon. It's just whether you settle for their position or you settle for the race win.
Sure, if they headed at the moment, I'm not suggesting they would come in right at this moment. He'd be out behind Yuki Tsunoda. And looking at Hamilton's lap times, they're not quick enough to easily get past Yuki Tsunoda, even on pressure time. You know, pretty happy with everything at this stage from our end. Just stay focused, so you don't jump the tail in the the whip is just
So Max getting a call from the engineer saying everything's looking good. Head down, keep going. For Max at this point, I think it's just keep it clean. Don't make any mistakes. You know, don't lock up. Don't get a flat spot. No, don't smash into the wall of turn 15. No safety cars. Careful, Bottas. Bottas with some oversteer. Yeah, we're coming up on the back markers now, so we'll see if Mazepin remembers what the blue flags mean, since he seems to just want to ignore them every other time. So if we can get past him, Max can get past him cleanly and just continue to push. Is there anyone, I'm pretty sure no one in this chat, but just hypothetically in the world, is there anyone who actually enjoys Mazepin? Because it seems like everyone just enjoys hating him, as do I, because he's an awful human being and not a great driver. Yeah, he's yeah, he's not a good guy and has a lot of money, and I think that's the reason he's there. And you know, I also am not a fan of Lance Stroll, because he's only there because Daddy has a lot of money. But compared to Stroll, or compared to Mazepin, I would be Stroll's best friend. Thank you, sir. Coffee. Yeah, Stroll, you know, I don't think he would have held his seat for as long as he has, but he can hang in there. You know, he has these streaks where he does really well, and then he goes back to typical Stroll stuff. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Lawrence Stroll, the fact that Racing Point went from where it was and he saved it, and now is an Aston Martin team. I love that so much. I think I wish it wasn't as obvious that Lance kept the seat there just because his dad saved the team. Like, I wish he had to earn it like everyone else, but that's just not how money works in Formula One.
Okay, I'm still feeling good about the direction this is going. I had a thought while I was inside. I'm like, oh gosh, could you imagine if Valtteri does something stupid, but that's what prompts a safety car and gives Hamilton one more run at it?
And then he had that corner where he had to understeer and went danger
And I-
signals to the wall.
And I only overheard you say that, and maybe that's what sparked my thought. But I also then like the fact that we have this subplot of Valtteri being perturbed by his team and being like, no, I'm not going to help you guys out this time.
Yeah, and so Gash finishes up that thought process of Stroll staying with Aston Martin, and it put Perez out. But Red Bull picked him up, and before that happened, I was even more frustrated because it's like Perez isn't going to get a seat next year, and he shouldn't be out. He's so good.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I was like, it's just not Red Bull's way to pick up a veteran driver. They usually bring up the young guns, and when they picked him up and it's so out of character for them, that's when I was like, yeah, this worked out pretty good.
And for me, not knowing anything, it was that race that last year where Sergio went from 14th to, did he win or was it top 3 or something? But
He was at least on the podium.
It was toward the end of the season, the final third of the season, and he just had that race where it's like you could tell that there's some sort of grit that's there, which I kind of believe is a true factor in people being successful, is sticking with it when it's not going well. So yeah, was it last to first? Okay, I believe you. I don't remember the circumstances. And so then when Red Bull signed him, I was like, I think that was their best case scenario. There probably wasn't a better option given the landscape at that time.
I enjoy him, and having him at Red Bull is great. And now starting to see that move pay off. He's struggled to kind of find his comfort zone with this car. But I think now that he's getting it, I think we'll see a lot more races like this where we have some team strategy, because they'll be bunched together a little bit more, which would be great. Max hasn't had that since Ricardo left.
I'm going to do a quick reset. If you've never been here before, I'm Ryan. This is Sean. We're part of Gaming Morning Show, which is GMS. You can find us Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. We're a morning radio show that plays games, but we're also pretty into Formula One. So right now, if you join us in our Discord, which you can find at GamingMorningShow.tv/where-to-find-GMS, or I'll throw it into the Twitch chat here in a second too. You can jump in, and we do have the race on in our Discord channel. This is the lap tracker, so you can keep pace and see where everyone is on the track while looking at us. But also, if you want to have us on in just Discord, our audio is fed through there too. Yeah, we have a lot of great folks who are hanging out with us. Super was here earlier. Gaseous joins us quite a bit for every race. I saw Axe is at least in the Discord. I don't think I have the setup Axe to have the communication come through the stream, so I can't bring you in there if you were able to. But Axe is a streamer. I saw Superphonic in here too. So I want to give a shout out to Superphonic. Good timing.
So.
And yeah. The Axe woke. And then this is the About Us. So
and we've officially converted Scott Chick to Red Bull.
I know. I saw that earlier. Welcome to the Red Bull team. Oh, thanks, Mirror. That's also a link that apparently goes to a live stream, but always be wary of links, right? So we have it on in our Discord if you'd like to as well. But good morning on Facebook Gaming. So one of our, there's a stork or a heron or something.
I think it's a pelican. Pelicans hang out here, right?
I don't know, but that was really
a cool bird.
He's just sitting over there. I'm going to get a really crappy picture of him. I'll be right back.
Do it.
You can finish my thought. I don't remember what I was saying.
I don't remember what he's saying either.
I literally had a squirrel.
Super was talking about delicious treats. And we are fans of delicious treats. From Copia. I want treats from Copia's household.
Yeah, that's what it was we have a friend in the streaming world called I Am the Pizza Babe. And she is always on. She's in Italy, and so she's always on my Twitter feed at like 2 a.m. posting just delicious pastries and stuff, and I'm just always jealous because they look amazing.
So everything's still all normal for Max.
A lot of times we say Max, I hear Axe. I was like, Axe, are you good?
Things are good with Axe too.
Oh, you're at work. Okay. What kind of pastries did you get? Well, I said pastries. You said delicious treats. So my apologies for assuming. But
Yeah, gosh, no Rex yet. Turn 15 got its fill during quali, I guess. A mixture of cakes, says Super. I want copia treats. Yes, definitely post a picture. I'm sure they're delicious.
wait, so did Kopi actually make them? Can Kopi also bake?
Wouldn't surprise me.
So Kopia and Sean are going to be like the most resourceful people that I know in this world.
That's why him and I are going to run away together if there's a zombie apocalypse.
Well, we got to give a shout out to Kopia. Oh, his partner does. Okay. Kopia just takes credit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, of course it was Lance.
That looked like a bad one, too. Where was that?
What did they do though? Did they pit Hamilton, the Red Bull CEO? What do you do for track position?
Well, they can't pit because the pit lane entry is closed. Because Lance Stroll, you see that dotted white line? That is the pit lane entry. Safety car has now been thrown. I'm hoping Lance Stroll is okay.
I am too. Hefty. Did you hear him?
Say your new name, Hefty Whack.
This race is Hefty Whack. Yeah, everyone's pitted once already. Super.
Everyone, interestingly enough, except for Stroll.
Oh, yeah.
Pitted already.
Yeah, that's why Stroll was up in like 5th. Oh, man. By the way, that looks like Safety Carl to me from far away.
Safety Carl.
Satchik said husband says it was just before the pin entry, yeah.
Yep. So pit lane's closed.
Bring out the Safety Carl. You mean bring out the safety, comma? No, I mean bring out the Safety Carl. So now you're telling me, so there's a chain of restaurants in the U.S. called the Carl's Jr. So that's an advertising opportunity. Just waiting. So they
the safety car brought to you by Safety Carl.
They just start renaming it the Safety Carl's Jr. Yeah, he just. What happened?
I think he's just pushing.
The accidents, I said, potentially coming into the pits. He was the only one who had.
Yeah, he just spun
He just
out.
Completely lost it.
Man, someone hit him with a turtle shell.
But there was a banana peel in the road. Someone please edit that video and put a banana peel right there and put Mario Kart sound effects.
That was like cross between Three Stooges. And
Well, he seems to be okay. I'm glad about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't suck anyone else into that.
What was that sound that commentator just made as a Gasly was coming by? They showed that replay. It's like, whoa! Now we can make more jokes because he's okay. True. There are so many punnable things, though, in racing. Like, man, that's just the pits. Right? Like, I mean, they just write themselves. So.
Well, and at least this time they cut away to Stroll's action, and it was appropriate, as opposed to Monaco, where they kept showing Stroll during the only action of Monaco, which was memed so much the last 2 weeks. People were just stitching together like classic amazing moments in Formula One history, and right before the action, cutting away and showing the Stroll replay of him bouncing over the curb. It was so good.
You could have done like Titanic and stuff, where like there's a big moment and then it just cuts away to him.
The memes were fantastic. I think Formula One memes are always amazing at filling that gap between races when there's a week off.
Yeah. Yeah, it seriously looks like he hit a patch of ice. Blue shell says gotcha. True. Oh no, a blue shell would never hit Lance because Lance is never in first. Am I right? Got him. Oh, did you saw his rear tire went out?
Yeah, that's
yeah, super. I'm excited to meet you. I have this feeling that the three of us are going to have some fun pun moments. It'll be punny.
It'll be funny. When we go visit everyone in the UK, I don't typically travel with my guitar, but I can only travel with my guitar, so Super and I can play together.
Oh, I see it, Gash. Yeah, his back left tire just deflated. I think that was even pre. Did you see how deflated it was? Wasn't that pre hitting the wall?
I'd need to see it again. But yeah, if it was a puncture that threw him off.
I also never thought about BWT. Now it's, but why though? So why though? They need a question mark, but
thanks for the sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he probably should have pit, but he did have the hards on, so it doesn't surprise me that he was going long. But
he started with hards.
Yeah, so in hindsight, pitting one lap earlier probably would have been a good call.
I think I'm not so much worried about Max, even though I'm always worried about Max. I'm a little worried about Sergio now.
Yeah.
Because
we'll see how this restart goes.
Although Sergio was significantly faster last couple laps, so.
He was, and he showed earlier that he has what it takes to fight him off, even in DRS range. So even if he can't pull away right away, and Hamilton gets DRS for a couple laps, he's done it once. He can do it again.
I love Richard and Bernard.
They're my favorite
Bernard.
safety car drivers.
Yeah. All Darker and Maylander. I mean, name a better pair.
Safety Carl leading the race. Oh man, what if they had shown that shot of the guys driving the safety car and one of them was named Carl?
Or they were
would have
both
never
named Carl.
stopped. We would have never stopped.
We're never going to stop anyway.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I would have died. Yeah, and I worry about that too. Like, it seems like Mercedes is better at figuring out how to like take a little bit of an advantage in these moments.
Yeah.
You know, he just talked about maybe coming in for tires or something, but I don't know. I just worry a lot.
Yeah.
Just because he's so good.
He is so good. The fact that we have both Red Bulls up front, I think, even if, like, best case scenario for Mercedes, Hamilton pits, gets some fresh tires, and has very little issue getting through the field to catch back up. Having both of us up front to just kind of not fight and just go and just get as much space in front of whoever's in third at the time as possible, I feel okay.
I mean, that's, again, other things that should make me feel better than it does, but like younger tires even than Lewis, because Lewis went in first.
We've seen that before here at Baku before. It's difficult enough when you're at high speed trying to get your tyres into the working window here. But behind the safety car, it's not impossible. And what's the phrase? Safety cars beget safety cars.
I said it was a track out of the race as well. It's one of the things around here. And because they're on the hardest compound, mid to the end of the stint of what the light's good for, when the gauge wears
Do you think that shot was posed? Do you think it was like, hey, we're going to get over the shoulder. I just need you to point at something on your screen, please? Because all I saw was a bunch of dots. Graph. I'm getting nervous now. I'm not going to lie. Are you cold or nervous or both?
Well, most of
I did get a picture of the like the stork-looking heron thing. It's very much like a UFO confirmation photo where it's blurry and it's like, no, you can see it right there. But have you? Oh, I haven't watched Drive to Survive yet, but that's how Sean kind of got into this whole thing to begin with. Oh, we forgot to invite Jet Set. Tweet Jet Set. Jet Set was one of our former guests on 5 Questions GMS, and said anyone into F1. So
I love Drive to Survive. Season 1, by far the best. When I was during the off season and waiting for season 3 to launch, I rewatched season 1 because it's just that good.
what do you think of it? Super. Oh yeah, it's very good. Yes.
Carl's doing great. Getting a flurry of pits under his safety car. Uh-oh.
I see Carlos coming in and being serviced nicely. Schumacher stopped at the end of the pit lane and has not gone past the white line, so they can push it back. Safety car coming in toward the end of this lap.
And unsafe release, so that will not be done up or something like that. Yeah, you can see the guy left. Looks like the right front Schumacher sitting in. He's ready to gun it on. Of course, they'll get done for unsafe release. They'll probably get a fine, but could be stopped at the further up to cause any issues.
Yeah, that might have been a few more laps behind the
So what happened?
It seems like they didn't get something secured up on that front right tire. And
Oh,
he was able to. They were able to stop him in time that they can push him back. Once he crosses, there's a line at the end of the pit straight. Once he crosses that, they couldn't have done that.
don't cross that line. Stop the car. Stop the car. There's a duck. We've had a duck now fly by it.
Duck, duck.
Duck, duck, stork.
All right, let's see this restart.
Max.
One.
Everyone say goodbye to safety, Carl.
I'll miss you, safety, Carl.
No, I
No,
don't want to see Carl again.
No more safety, Carl. Just one safety, Carl.
Carl needs a beverage now and becomes saucy Carl.
Do you think after he's done being safety Carl, he goes off and becomes dangerous Carl?
He's like a double agent. So is this dictated by Max, or is there
Yep.
an actual green flag?
So he can dictate when he takes off before the start finish line, and then once you hit that start finish line, you can pass.
Come on, Sergio.
Keep it. Oh, sheesh.
Go, Sergio. Go, buddy. Come on, Gash. This is your guy. Let's go. I don't know why I'm holding you accountable for his performance.
Gash, you better not ruin this. Botas out of the points.
We've had more down the insides than we've had around the outsides today.
Yep.
Good job, Sergio. Keeping it a second advantage.
Botas down in the 12th now. Botas not happy. And down to 13th.
Oh my gosh, what has happened to Beltry? Thank you, Gashes. I believe in you too. Is he really? Oh, that's the full. Okay, but man, Perez is second and a half ahead of Hamilton.
Yeah, no, he did. He held it, and Hamilton made a good lunge, but couldn't finish the job.
Hey, Jack. Yeah, it's good to see you. We always like when you're here.
Good morning.
We got about 15 laps left of this race, and it's on. Oh, I didn't have the Discord thing. It's on in our Discord if you want to join us in there. And of course, one more shout out for the show. We'll be on tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific time, as we are Monday through Friday with Gaming Morning Show.
Nice.
It's okay. It's just a dinosaur.
My sprinklers are making funny noises.
Sprinkler's like, give me a beat. So there was a wreck. Stroll wrecked on a straightaway, so they just got out of a safety car. And now this is the restart. And Red Bull has pretty much led the entire race. I'm fine with the Verstappen, Perez, Vettel podium.
That'd be a great podium.
Fine with me.
That'd be fantastic. I enjoy Vettel quite a bit, man. I hate that his career just seems to be just puttering out. But he's got some fight in him here and there.
Yeah, we saw that guy. I mean, he's down like to 14th now. When's the last time you played an F1 game, Super? Because we were talking about that earlier too, where Gaseous we're going to add Gaseous as a friend when we get the new game in July. But it is funny because you'll get done watching these races. I happen to come over to Sean's house and I'll go back and get in my car, and all of a sudden I feel like I need to go racing. Oh, really? That's cool. You might be the only one actively rooting for Lewis. Yeah.
Yep. I think you're all alone. I'm rooting for Lewis to get 4th place behind Vettel.
Yeah. I mean, I'd even be fine with Verstappen, Perez, and Hamilton. I'd be fine with it, but I prefer Vettel to be up atop. So, just because I'm worried about constructors and championships and those kind of things now. All right, Scott, check. What do we got? I asked the other half how he felt about a Verstappen, Perez, Vettel podium. He says, "I love that. I want Hamilton down as far as so that's not helping your cause." A few years ago, I had a car. Thank you, Jack. Back to you. I have driven. I've seen a car before.
Our new car has it's an automatic, but it has a sport mode and it has paddle shifters. Just drive that around, pretend we're in a Formula One car, a giant crossover Formula One car.
Look at that camera guy! Look at him. He had a little peek through the castle.
That guy just gets to play in the castle all day. I want to be that guy.
Dude, that was a win.
That's such a good shot.
Oh man, Super's talking smack about Andy Murray now. Jeez. If you were looking for a stream that was going to have your tennis Formula One crossover, we're the spot.
Yeah, DRS is enabled. It is enabled. Matt says I'm Italian.
Morning, Matt. Oof. Come on, Sergio.
Doesn't look like he has enough room. Nice. All right, go. Go. Just go.
I really like that 2.5 second lead earlier.
Jack.
I grew up. Sometimes I ride a little too fast on my bike and the lactic acid. Oh my gosh. Jack. That's funny.
So good. I love it when Jack's here.
Matt, I'll give you a quick heads up while we're here. We are a morning radio show that plays games on the weekdays, but we also really like F1, so we watch it on the weekends. And then we'll be back next week. There's not a race because it was the race that was scheduled for Canada, and then it got canceled. So we'll be Father's Day weekends on.
And I'll be on location in Orlando.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be split. And I might show up at Sean's big deck just for nostalgia purposes. Oh. Did we freeze in Discord? Right. I'll reset the stream.
There we go. Max takes fastest lap back.
All right, the stream should be back in Discord.
Oh, they're showing the Hamilton Vettel battle. That's a good sign.
Yeah, no, when you explain Super why you're a Hamilton fan, it's like, when's the next time we're going to have a UK-based driver, be this good? Like, I completely get it. And my favorite part is, like, there's certain, like, as an NFL fan, I loathe the Raiders. Like, I never want to see the Raiders do well. I will root for every other team the rest of my life. But I actually don't loathe Hamilton in the least.
No.
It's just the fact that he's so good and it hurts the driver I'm rooting for. Like, he's so consistent. It's amazing. Yeah, they went back to that castle shot, didn't they?
Well, they love that shot where he catches him coming through the technical section, and then he goes over and sees him coming out into the open air. It's a good shot.
I'm sorry that you're having on-call problems, Jack. I mean, we can write you a note. I mean, he's a doctor. He could write you a doctor's note. I don't know how relevant it will be to the medical world, but it'll be a note from a doctor, therefore a doctor's note. Uh-oh. You got me worried, Scott Chick. We're worried a little bit behind. Okay, I don't think anything bad happened.
They were talking about debris on the track.
Ah.
So maybe that's...
Okay. Whew. Scott Chick, can't scare us like that. Well, I don't even remember, too, if we were behind your broadcast or not. I know Gaseous was a little ahead of us. But anytime you're watching, like we're watching on a streaming platform, like through ESPN's app, so anytime you do that, there's always a chance that you're delayed from anyone who's watching on TV.
On the TV. Yeah, sooner or later, I'll get a really long HDMI cord, then we can just watch it from the cable box. That's literally right there.
Yeah.
Just haven't gotten around to that.
I mean, they'll finish. It'll be last. But well, we always want you to do deputy cat petting duties. But we love the fact you're one of our Red Bull friends now. Cheers. It gives you wings. I like how we're cheersing to Red Bull and none of us has an actual Red Bull.
I thought about it. I thought about getting one and bringing it, but I didn't end up going to the store afterward.
How much faster was he? Man, Vet's moving. I mean, he's got to be driver of the day, right? Like up 7.
That would be my vote. Yeah, for sure. Especially if he got on the podium. But even if it stayed right like this, my vote would be Vettel.
And that's not like the poll right now is first, second, third is Vettel, Perez, and Verstappen, respectively. I mean, Perez has had a great race, but for Vettel to be in the top 4 after starting out of the
that
points,
safety car was perfect for him.
Yeah.
So I have coffee in the coffee cup. Thanks to Safety Carl. And then this is a key lime bang, which is an energy drink.
And I screwed up. I didn't bring out the bag, but this is one of our coffees from our friend Hofbrew. And he got us like a subscription to like it'll send you coffee randomly. And if you know us with coffee, we like it. And we want to try more of it from all over the place. But this one is PT's Coffee Roasting Company. And on the back, this one is called Without the Love, It's Just Coffee. It's called Cold Front. So, anyway.
It was pretty hot for being cold front. yeah, the Rainbow Unicorn. That's the other one that's downstairs in the drink fridge. That's my wife's go-to. No, I have. I have not seen it yet. I have seen people raving about it on Twitter, though.
What's a burnout?
Bo Burnham.
Yeah, what's Bo Burnham?
It's like comedy special.
Ah. Love rainbow juice or
Rainbow
whatever.
juice. The Rainbow Unicorn's good. That was also my favorite. And then they came out with this key lime one. And now this is my favorite. It's super tasty. But I'm always a sucker for key lime and key lime pie flavored things.
Yeah, I don't think Vettel's going to catch him down 3 seconds with 7-8 laps to go.
Musical comedy. I'm always jealous of people who can pull off musical comedy.
Yeah, Jack, just use promo code. We don't have a promo code, and you'll save nothing.
You can put promo code GMS in this. It's good for 0% off and free shipping where free shipping already applies.
It's good for a message that says this coupon code is invalid. Hamilton's still going to get a point for fastest lap, huh?
Now there's time. Verstappen has enough room. He can kind of lay back, recharge the battery, and go all out on the last lap and get it.
All right, let me look at and see where Bottas is. Ready? Okay, he's in fourth. I mean, this has got to help the constructors significantly.
100%. This is fantastic for. This is great for the constructors' standings, and the fact that if this holds and Verstappen takes first and Hamilton isn't in second, like that's a good chunk of points.
Oh, and before I forget, we just posted a calendar of events. Now that heron's on top of the tree. It's on the very tippy top of the tree. This is where we do need to have a camera so I can move it around easily.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Anyway, we have a calendar of events in the Discord. Go to the announcements. And coming up on Friday, the 11th, we're going to play GMS Games Jackbox Party Pack. And we're also going to have Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for the first time. Sean's going to have the first playthrough of that. So that's the day it comes out. And then on the 13th, we're playing Stardew Valley with our friend Austin Attack, which Super did just a couple of weeks ago and had already played, but Super's fiance, Kiki Lowe, who's also a streamer, had not played. And so it was really fun. And I've never played at all. So that's going to come up on the 13th, which is good because there's no race on the 13th now. So, and then on the 15th, we're finishing off GMS Plays Resident Evil Biohazard. I don't know if we'll finish it, I guess, but it'll be part 3.
I think we have 2 more, unless we just do a long stream. Just get it done in one.
No, I can't on a Tuesday night. Nope. That's my excuse. I got to go to bed. You get me for 2 hours of fear, and then I'm going to sleep. 6 laps. I'm feeling pretty good about Verstappen. I'm still not sold on Perez yet. Although Verstappen just got the fastest lap back, so you were right.
Yeah, Hamilton's just in that zone where he's coming back to charge up, making a push. Coming back to charge up, making a push. He just can't break through. I'm okay with that.
Who was in third in the Drivers' Championship? If because it would change as they're showing the graphic now.
It must have been Bottas.
Oh yeah, that would make complete sense. Yeah. What made you start rooting for Mazepin or whatever? Again, I can't look at his name and not think marzipan for some reason. So.
Oh no, it was Norris.
Oh really?
Norris is currently in third.
Where's Bottas?
Fourth, right below.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Maz has a blue flag, I guess, which means he's doing something wrong. I don't remember what.
Oh, it's just he needs to yield the point because you can't. He's getting lapped. Oh, he went into pit anyway. The lapped cars aren't allowed to race the cars trying to pass them. So the blue flag is basically like, hey, the car behind you is lapping you, get out of the way. And they have just like a handful of corners to get out of the way. Otherwise, they start getting penalties.
So they're saying, hey, you get out of the way because today is the day we will put you away. Hey! I listened to a lot of jock jams back in the day. It's a CD that came out when I was like an 8th grader, and it was all this arena music, and it came from ESPN. Dude, I want to run the boom cam, not the boom cam. What do they call those things? Oh my gosh, jib cam. I want to run the jib cam that hangs over the track. How cool is that? I don't know. I'd still rather do castle cam for this race.
Castle cam looks like the job.
Castle Cam was the name of my band in high school.
Not sure how long the delay is, and it probably fluctuates.
Now I'm trying to think a way we could actually time this out. No,
there's a crash right now. What happened? Another puncture, maybe?
Thank you for asking, Scott Chick. That makes sense why.
Yep, puncture. There goes $1,000 steering wheel.
We think it's the left rear tyre again. Verstappen had this race in his hands. His tyre failed. He is out of the race. Thankfully, out of the cockpit as well. But that is heartbreak for Max Verstappen.
Yeah, I was just watching it. I was just listening in to see if he was lifting, coasting, and cruising to the end of the race. And as he came down the straight, I watched it unfold before my eyes. It's the left rear. It failed exactly like it did for Lance Stroll.
And questions are going to be asked if that's two left rears that have caused problems here. If Baku,
Yeah, no ball cam today.
I think that this race
That's the problem, Chad FM. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh. Yeah, super. A tire failed for Max.
This might even just finish under safety car.
That's just brutal. That changes so much. That changes constructors.
Yeah.
That's got to be the worst feeling in the world. Like, relative to racing.
No, it was just
Yeah, no, you're right, super. I mean, honestly, like, it's really early still, but this is the kind of thing where, like, if Max doesn't beat Lewis in the championship,
it's all this.
like, it could be something like this, right?
Yep. No, to go from securing a actual lead, like he's ahead now by 4 points, like that's nothing. And having the chance to really widen that gap and get some cushion to now being significantly behind again, like that's awful.
This is what's interesting too. So I'm a big football fan, and football games, they last 3 hours, 4 hours, right? And there's a level of concentration that you have to have. But the weird thing about racing, because I'm watching Max like visibly show frustration, is the amount of concentration that you have to have consistently. Because, right, every corner you have to race it just like you did the first corner in lap 50, right? you don't have to have that level of concentration. Like even like I'll compare football still. You know, your offense and defense, right? Defense on the field, you're on the outside line, and you're talking about plays and stuff, but you are not locked in mentally.
Yeah.
That has to be exhausting.
Well, and how many situations in, like, football is a great example. How many situations are you in where, like, yeah, no one takes a play off, but how many situations are some of these players in where they can kind of take a play off, you know?
Yeah.
You're a wide out, and it's
It's a run to the opposite side.
Second and short for the touchdown, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I blocked you. I played, like, you don't have to be at peak performance.
Austin, we were pretty okay, and then the driver that we were rooting for, who was clearly going to win the race, just had a flat tire and is now out. Yeah, and I was listening. They were talking about the last golf major, which is the PGA Championship that Phil Mickelson won at 50. And golf is such a mental game that you always have to have that heightened sense of concentration, but it's still not the same, right?
No.
Because you still have a shot, and then you're walking to the next shot. And I'm sure someone has more like medical specific data, but I'm sure like your mental focus does drop, right? Whereas you're talking about too the G-force combined with the. Oh my gosh, we're gonna do this?
No, it's just over. They're just gonna end it.
Oh.
Yeah.
They could, of course, restart this race,
Why?
but for the moment, it's red flag.
Okay.
And now Hamilton takes the lead in the championship again.
Yeah, of course.
So anyway, Austin, we're still very good. It's a very beautiful day out here on the big deck.
I don't know why they don't just finish it under safety car.
We're just sad. Yeah, focus our mentality. Well, it's good to see everyone. We're a morning radio show that plays games Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. And follow us on Twitter. Watch GMS. We're still going to be here with you, but I'm frustrated. No, Austin says, did you know rats and mice are ticklish? Does that make you less sad? Yeah, it actually did. So I actually heard, I was listening to NPR yesterday, which is National Public Radio. There's a great show called Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. It's actually awesome. When we did your 24-hour charity stream and we played that 2, lies and a truth or whatever, where we shared stories, it's where I got the premise for that game. And they were telling us that apparently researchers found out that in California mice, which is a specific breed of mouse or whatever genre of mouse or
Genre.
well, I don't remember genus of mouse. I don't know how it works.
No, I like genre.
It's a specific business of mouse. They said that if apparently they mate for life, but if one of them dies before, actually the female California mouse will grieve and will actually take like a week to 10 days before finding a new mate, whereas apparently the male California mouse just goes straight back after it.
You can visibly see him shrug and go,
That sucks. All right. Hey, what's up? So not only figures. Sean thinks they're going to end it, but they're using language like suspending.
It
so
looks like they're gonna restart for.
All right, I'm gonna go get some booze. I mean more coffee. I'll be right back.
Gosh dang it!
That makes me so mad. Austin, we did promo though that we're gonna play Stardew with you next week.
This is stupid. Formula One's stupid. Ooh, nice. Don't forget the fireplace. The fireplace is an important part of the big deck. Oh. Sorry, just taking care of some business.
Christian Horner just explaining his theories. So Dr. Herman Marco is in charge of the Red Bull development program.
So disappointing.
That failed on Lance Stroll's Aston Martin. That brought out the first safety car in this race. And now another problem with the left rear. This time it's a yellow flag blowing clear. Huge amount of debris off that main straight. And Paul, if there is debris around the track, better to red flag the race, get it cleared properly, rather than risk any future incidents if debris is the cause.
Yeah, of course you could, because you could have finished the race on the safety car. I'm still for Red Bull this position, doesn't it? Because the heartbreak of the championship.
Finish under the safety car, where the position
The fireplace heats. You just have to be right next to it.
give us 2 rounds of racing.
I'm so distraught that I want to eat your last donut. Can I
Do
eat
it.
your last donut?
Do it.
Here's Stroll coming up, who we've seen the tire failure earlier on. There's going to be some seriously big questions for the team asked of Pirelli on why this happened.
So frustrating.
So
And I don't know if it'd be better or worse had it been a mistake. You know, the fact that it was taken away and he was doing so well and staying so focused.
The thing that could have really affected what's happening with Verstappen as well.
He did nothing wrong.
this sport is stupid. We got up at 4:55. Well, we got up at 4:20 something for this. Do you want a piece?
Sure.
This donut's for Max. I don't want to eat this donut, but I'm doing it. We got a side count coming from us. Thank you. Thanks, Super. Oh, where are you now?
They're so good.
That's because I love this guy. So take that broken wing and put a new one on so it's no longer broken. I had ground up field in my glass for my diet drink. So, what is ground up field? Chat FM, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh.
It tastes as it sounds, okay? It sounds awful.
Love grass.
Oh, who joined us in? Oh, Fish Stick's in our Discord too. Good morning, Fish Stick. We're just watching the race. We're watching people sit around. Hamilton's helmet's so pretty.
No, it's not as stupid.
It's a stupid helmet. Oh, I got icing all over my cup.
Oh.
You're gonna like this, chap. That's free. Yeah, that's what. Well, that's technically. You're actually watching people sitting around, watching people sitting around now. So
sitting aroundception.
Oh, bye, gamer fish stick.
Oh, man.
Safety car on the driver of the day. That's true. Oh.
I love safety Carl.
I'm so disappointed.
That's such a waste.
Just before we get to restart, standing starts, etc., I've just noticed that Lewis Hamilton's front wing, that they seem to have changed. I think there was damage to Lewis Hamilton's front wing. To clarify, you are allowed to change damaged parts of the car as long as you change the light for light. You won't get any penalty, yes?
Yes, and you can change tyres as well.
Yeah,
The whole point of Weekly's helpful suggestions after Michael Matson. But yeah, okay, so
What are they doing?
keep on checking. I think last week talking with engineer.
I don't know.
I wonder what they're talking about. Reminded my talk to you.
Stay out. With a big neck, but no pit stop. With a big neck, but no pit stop.
You told me to stay out. Stay out, you stay on the track.
Fine.
That's a colossal team error there. That isn't it? Stay out means stay out. Oh dear. I think that the PP surely is going to take a penalty for that.
Yeah.
We win. We win as a team. We very much take penalties as a team.
So there goes Stroll's car.
Yeah. So Perez.
So what were they saying about the tires?
So the question, when you have two situations like this where there were two tire failures without significant reason, they're going to start questioning Pirelli, the tire manufacturer, like, hey, what the hell? Because their whole job is to create tire compounds that are good for the races, and have two tires fail in similar situations where there wasn't debris, they didn't lock up, they were just driving fairly mundanely down a straight and had tire failures. Like, that's an issue. And they're supposed to be the experts in picking the compounds that work well for the race, that stuff like this won't happen, that will get good racing and not a lot of tire failures. Because we want to see these drivers win and lose based on their skill, not based on a roll of the die, and see if the tires happen to hold up. Like, that's stupid. Yeah, they had this was the softest trio of compounds all year. Because Gash, you might know, or I think there might be 5 to 7 like compounds, and they're labeled like C1 through C whatever, and then Pirelli, based on data, picks the 3 compounds for soft, medium, and hard. So like this set of hard tires, say it is C3, might be the softs at a different track, and the hards should hold up for a large stint, and they don't seem to be doing that.
I do want to thank Austin for giving us the tidbit that turtles breathe from their butts, and Super informing us that that's actually happened a couple times today for Super. So thank for the levity and an otherwise disappointing sports time. Sports! This is the other downside to doing this in the morning, is now I get to go home and my wife's going to ask me, well, how was the race? And I have to come in there and be like, it was stupid. This is how I feel whenever Arsenal plays.
But here's his obvious Michael. Oh, he has not lifted whatsoever.
All of them are obvious. So lifting the wrist bit to make up that problem. So all drivers accordingly for next week.
Okay, understood.
Any clue what they were radioing there?
No idea.
You heard that, Gaseous? What are they mad about? Did we just find a new exclamation point animal fact? Except it's just Austin dropping knowledge. Have pockets in their skin, and that's where they keep their favorite rocks.
That's where I keep my favorite rock too.
Drivers didn't slow down for the yellows. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should consider just not having any yellows, huh? Anyone think about that?
God, this race is stupid. I'm excited for us to sit around for another 10 minutes for them to start and do a lap and a half.
You know why, but you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen. We're going to sit around for a lap and a half, and Hamilton wins the
And
race.
Perez is going to smash into the wall and be out of the race. And then there'll be another red flag. And then we'll come in for the last lap. And then Vettel will smash into the wall. And Bottas will somehow end up in second. No one knows how it happened.
I think Max should get to go out on the track and throw a tire at someone. I actually, Austin, I'm not going to lie, I kind of appreciate the fact that you do that because, like, we're sports sad. So, like, we're not sad, but we're sad because sports are stupid. Man, we're in such good shape. We are going to go home. I was going to be like, man, yeah, it was great. Red Bull finished 1 and 2. Sports are sprots. That's true. That's worth noting. Yeah, Sergio could get a second win.
Sprots are Mund.
Austin, you missed it though. We have pictures of a stork or a heron. I don't know which one, but so Sean's here. I can at least do this, I think, without destroying this. So this is like Sean's view off of the deck. Okay. And so we'll get ducks and like this big ass heron thing flying by. Yeah, look at that thing. That was just sitting on top of a tree outside of Sean's house.
Yeah, and it flew right on by and was majestic.
Yeah, and like there's some sort of, I still think it's a hawk, but like if I'm wrong and it's not a bald eagle, but it's some sort of eagle, but we get those out here too, and they'll fly by. Every heron's name is Harry, just like every safety car driver's name is Carl.
Safety car.
Safety Carl. Do the safety Carl. I didn't know that, Scott Chick. I'm gonna be honest with you until I saw it land in the tree twice. Like it stayed in there probably for a good couple minutes. I don't think it's setting up shop. I think it's scouting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I never knew they landed in trees, and it was like at the very top of a tall tree.
Balanced.
Yeah, it didn't.
Tippy top.
It didn't look like it was very stable. Let's put it that way. So, how's your morning going, Chad? Wah, wah.
For a standing start, that should be the way forward unless conditions are such that a standing start would be dangerous. Which
I know. Well, we all got bummed out. It was so good, and then everything got bummed out. No, Bubble, you're fine. Everyone's fine. I mean, it doesn't help that it's with 2 laps to go. Like, yeah, we had this great momentum going, and now we're just like, yeah. If only anybody had a random animal fact to make me feel better. But I guess we'll never know.
I've said it this whole time. I hate Baku. Baku's the worst.
Yeah. What? A group of pugs is called a... Why is it specifically pugs? Like, why is it specific to that dog breed? Grumble, 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 grumble. Oh, that's a really cool building. There's some architecture in Baku, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would go visit.
I'm looking right now.
Oh, are we gonna go now?
I wish. So we've been able to venture out a little bit more. And so now I'm starting to get a little more adventurous. I'm like, I want to go places again.
First, we had dinner out, and then we went to Baku.
Just the natural progression. Oh, so this is off of Georgia. Azerbaijan is a neighboring country of Georgia and Armenia.
Oh, jeez. We still have 14 minutes until they're going to resume.
Okay, so those big, tall buildings are the flame towers. And that's not even the one that we saw. That's the Hadar Center. There's an Azerbaijan Carpet Museum.
What?
Yep. The Azerbaijan Carpet Museum. A museum with an emphasis on the art of carpet weaving, plus Azeri ceramics and costumes. Right? Yeah. Sean's checking his bonsai tree. There's a 12th century tower called the Maiden Tower. Like there's on Google Maps, there's like a couple of these locations that are not just represented by, points of interest, like very common icons, but they have like models of what the actual building looks like as their icon. Yeah. Oh, look, it's plant time on Gaming Morning Show.
We just found this at the Depot of Homes. This is a pretty black elephant here.
It feels velvety.
Yeah, and these get really like large and stiffen up a little bit. And he's a little baby. He's a little baby in there. Just a little guy.
Yeah, I'll put you full. Look, got a little baby.
A little baby right there. Just a little baby elephant here. So we found that.
We have a request for a smooch for the plant. The
Oh,
plant
I
would like a smooch.
No, the plant likes pets.
Mm.
It just likes to be gently pet. And here's a new leaf right here. This guy's gonna grow and unfurl over this next week or so. He's a good boy.
So we were talking about the Museum of Carpet, and Super goes, I hope the museum has tiled floors.
So stupid.
Yeah, so we're looking for hat plants, or plant hats.
They're
So-
all inside.
Yeah, but Scott Chick would like to know where to get them. So
Well, we got them at a plant shop downtown.
it's right next to the peach canning factory, where the peaches that were put there by a man in a factory downtown.
I imagine we can find them online. We got time to kill.
We sure do. Oh, thanks, Super. I think the Discord stream is objecting. Should I put on the Verstappen driver cam? I threw up the. This is a different look. This is the pit lane, like it's a compilation look. So we'll throw that on until the race starts again. Yeah, so if you're ever in the Discord, which is where we have the race going live, yeah, thank you, Super, for letting us do that. Yeah, Discord was like, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm here. Ooh. Man, that's such a bummer. You know, I even think it would be worse. I'm not a huge Pierre fan. And so imagine Pierre surpasses Vettel. And now we have a Perez. Hamilton wins. Perez gets second. And Gasly finishes on the podium.
Pierre's the worst. So in my Googling efforts, you don't have a lot of success looking for tiny hats for plants. But if you Google tiny hats for snakes, there are lots of tiny hat options for snakes, and those look like the perfect size.
Did it give you a recommendation for hats for snakes?
Yeah.
So you typed in plants, and it was like, did you mean hats for snakes?
Snakes? Yeah.
Of course.
It sure did.
Of course it did.
And so here's a tiny little cowboy hat.
You should share that into the Twitch chat. Hatsforsnakes.com. Am I going to have to buy another URL? I can't remember. What was the one I'm supposed to get for you, Austin, from your guest hosting appearance?
Here's a tiny knitted hat on a little hamster guy.
That's not a snake. Well, actually, it's a 2-for-1. The snake gets a meal and then takes the hat. I don't know how the snake puts the hat on, but it exists. What?
These snakes have legs.
Scott Chick, it's just very efficient.
Look how fancy this guy is.
That's a lizard.
No, he's a snake with legs.
Hashtag snake with legs. Hi, it's Ryan and Sean from Gaming Morning Show. Have you ever been like, man, I really want my snake to wear a hat, but are also inconvenienced by having to both do that and feed your snake? Well, we have a solution for you. With our new snakes or hatsforsnakes.com auto fulfillment service, we will not only send you a hat that will fit your snake, but it'll also be attached to a beautiful hamster who will swallow the snake will swallow whole.
He has a bandana.
So just sign up right now at hatsforsnakes.com. Let's play our Hats for Snakes jingle. Ready? It's hatsforsnakes.com.
Boop, 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 boop.
This is what happens when you suspend a race with 2 laps to go and it's been 20 minutes. This is called filling time, which I believe is called vamping now somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's vamping.
Where'd that come from?
It's a musical thing.
Ah, okay.
So sometimes it's most common in like musical theater where like the pit, so the band down underneath the stage, like they're playing a song and then there's a part where you're waiting for dialogue. The band will have a vamp where they just play like the same 4 bars over and over and over until the dialogue's over, and then they continue on with the song. So that idea of vamping comes from music.
Then they're showing the replay of Max crashing. It's heartbreaking. Sports heartbreaking.
And then he threw his very expensive steering wheel out of the car.
Yeah, see, Gaseous, I feel the exact same way. This went from being so great to like, yeah, we're going to have a Hamilton, Perez, Gasly podium.
And Bottas will get up to like 4th.
Yeah, Bottas is going to have wings and just going to fly over the top of the field.
Hey, but Max has the fastest lap right now.
What's the solution? What's the solution? We're all ears right now. We're taking anything right now.
But the yard's way down there.
Yeah, he hasn't added the rope to rappel down. What would that accomplish? Do we need to go try to find some snakes and put hats on them down there? We could do that. Sean has snakes in his yard.
We do have snakes.
We put some milkshakes out there, actually, and I brought all the boy snakes. Oh, she wants us to reenact the end of the race. So for this performance, I will be acting out the role of Hamilton because Sean will definitely beat me in a foot race. So I do like your solutions, Austin, and I think that will be something we'll draw up for the future. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Oh, you need sound effects ready? I don't know if we're actually broadcasting in stereo, so this probably does nothing, but. And then ready, I'll reenact a tire from this race. I know, Axe. We've been very sad for several minutes now. But we're making really good sound effects, so. We also discovered hatsonsnakes.com. So, or is it hat on snakes or is it hats on snake?
Well, hats for snakes.
Ooh. Hatsforsnakes.com.
Use promo code.
use the sound of me rolling my R's for your promo code. Hatsforsnakes.com. All right. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Hamilton will crash. Ooh, maybe this is the return of turn 15. Hamilton will get taken out.
See, I don't want it to be like that either. Like, it was great. Hamilton was competitive, but didn't win. Like, that's what I wanted. I don't want any crashes. Now I do, because the championship standings, like, it went from a Verstappen lead, an increasing Verstappen lead, to now Hamilton's back in charge of the points.
So stupid.
Hope work was okay, Axe.
Who decided to get into this sport? Ryan.
Excuse me. I was perfectly happy having one sleeping day a week. You had to take that away from me.
You're welcome.
Then we were over here playing games until like 10 o'clock last night. So
That was fun, though.
I'm ancient. So that was like well past my bedtime.
It was a good night. Some beverages, some games.
Yeah. Oh, so are they jacked up? That's how they can get those covers over the tires? Okay.
Yeah.
I was always wondering, like, how do they actually get it all the way around? Like a record baby. Right round, round, round. Yeah, I don't hate it. Let's put it that way, Scott Chick. I'm having a good time. Especially because we have both the official cat petter and deputy cat petter of Gaming Morning Show here. So,
But no cat to be seen.
yeah, still no cats.
He's still in bed. He's lazy.
Did you say yours is named Oscar, Scott Chick? Do I have that right? And then Austin just leases her cats. So, leases.
For free without permission. This better be really solid. 2.5 left.
10-second stop-go penalty for car 6, which is Latifi after race resumption, failing to drive through pit lane. Oh, you got auto-modded? Crap, I don't know if I have any way to approve anything that got auto-modded. Let me look over here. Yeah, I don't have anything to prove it. Sorry. Oh wait, maybe I do over here. Yeah. Also known as pain in the butt. Amen. Oh, hi, Kajito in the Discord. We don't have audio active in there, but just saying hi. It's good to see you. We got a standing start for the final 2 laps of this race. Oh, Kajito left. Kajito, come back. I miss you, wish you were here. So is this a formation lap or is this actually racing?
No, they're behind the safety car to
Okay.
go get lined up.
You mean safety, Carl?
Safety car. Look, that camera's taking a picture of the camera. Oh, there's Carl.
Hi, Carl. My feet actually got cold. We were out here longer than we needed to be.
Yep.
I still think you need to get one of those like propane heater tower things. Hey, Caleb, good moron. Oh, and Malika's here. Hi. So right now it's Sergio Perez, Hamilton's in second, and then Vettel's in third. But what happened was Max Verstappen led pretty much every lap of this race, and then had a tire puncture, and so they suspended the race, and they're going to have a standing start for the final 3. Hopefully, get you up to speed in a way. But we're bummed because we're Red Bull fans. So yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had a safety car, and on this little screen right here, there was a super said safety car with exclamation point. It looked like an L, so now it is therefore known as safety car. And again, if you've never been here for one of our streams before, we have it on in our Discord, so you can watch the race whilst hanging out with us as well. And then, of course, we'll be on tomorrow, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time for a gaming morning show. So join us, please. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, sometimes Twitter. Always gaming morning show on TV. I'm just cold now.
Me too. Was the debut of my new deck shoes.
Deck shoes.
They're 0 for 1.
That sounds like something you need on Copia's yacht.
Yeah, these would work well on the yacht. They are comfy though. All right.
So much extra grip. Oh, you missed it, Zev. I was here to sell you something. Hatsforsnakes.com. Have you ever been wondering, man, I have a snake, but his head looks like it needs a hat on it. Well, we can help you out with that. And if you order now, the hat will be shipped to you on top of a gerbil, so your snake can have dinner as well. Who just drove off the course? Is that Russell?
No, that's Latifi. He has to serve his
the
stop
penalty.
and go
Yeah.
10-second penalty.
He's going so slowly.
All right, here we go. Oh my gosh! Was that a brake failure?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even look like he slowed down at all. Oh my god!
Yuki's going to have the best finish out of any of our drivers today.
Okay, so
Except for Gash.
you said something about Vettel getting third, and that made Hamilton go out. Then you said something about Gasly getting third, that made So who's going to come in third now?
I don't care. Norris, let's go. Norris. What is happening? Hi, Pickle. It's a very good map. Great map. He made the mistake, you think?
Well, Gash said he locked up. I want to see the replay, but they're obviously going to just wait till the race is over.
Could we see a Stroll replay, please? Sorry, we're in the final lap of the race, and it's been a long day. The guy we rooted for, yeah. And Leclerc's on the podium.
Get Gasly.
Go, Leclerc! Go, Leclerc! It's in Discord if you want to watch. These dots are mesmerizing. Look how grouped up they are. So much dots.
Fun.
Oh my gosh.
He just can't get it to stick.
Oh, and then Norris is going around the outside. What is happening? Is there one more DRS?
I don't even know if it
Yeah,
is in the
I
main.
don't think it's going to happen.
Oh.
Maybe just had way too much front-end temperature, and that's what caught and grabbed that left front. But he desperately wanted that first place into the first corner. He's a little bit tentative at the start of the race, and I think this time around he wanted to go harder in, but too much. It's a top three that you might not have expected to fill the podium places, but there are going to be smiles from them here in Baku. Sergio Perez moved teams over the winter.
Man, good race, Sergio.
Yeah, Sergio. Oh, no. What a weird podium. Mario just dropped triple banana. One of our team's drivers won. Not the one that you would have thought. But.
Both Mercedes out of the points.
Oh, sorry. I never even changed back the race to the primary race view. I'm sorry.
That one's not bad.
No, it's not by any means.
Oh,
So, Pickle, yeah, thanks for hopping in there. Prez, congratulations, Gashes. There's your guy. Scott Chick, your commentary is so much fun because Scott Chick's just rehashing up things that I think you're overhearing your husband say. Hamilton locked up, confirmed, brakes too hot or something.
so good.
What is triple banana? So imagine a banana, right, Pickle? Okay, you with me so far? Okay, so you have a banana.
Oh, what a
It's like 3 of them.
I'm so happy Vettel got second. That's so great.
Tell you what, though, I love seeing all 3 happy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good podium. That's a good podium.
Yeah, you're talking about as opposed to like Hamilton finishing 3rd and being like, this sucks, but I have to go up to the podium. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Great race, Perez.
Yeah, there was actually a song written about the triple bananas, Pickle. It was like 1, this is a banana, 2, double banana, 3, now it's triple banana, and that is all the bananas you got. Yeah, you pretty much missed everything. Yeah, that's. I mean, we've been broadcasting for about 2.5 hours, and all of the racing took place prior to now. So that's right. Just get up at 4:55 a.m. with us, Pickle, since you're in our same time zone. Cars go vroom. Red Bull, yay! Scott Chick, you need to join us every week. So there's no race next week. There's a race in 2 weeks, and it's, I think, another 6 a.m. Pacific time start.
So.
That'll also be Father's Day, but I will be possibly on this deck. Sean will be in Orlando, Florida, which is not that way. It's kind of that way. Yeah, Vettel had a great race, Gashes. So, yeah. Now we're back to laughing.
Man, what a finish. I can't believe Hamilton locked up in the first corner.
Yeah, where else would I rather be than on Sean's big deck for Father's Day? So, hey, at least Max got a point for fastest lap.
He doesn't, though, because he didn't finish in the top 10. But he still has the fastest lap.
See, Super, I was worried about that because, and they made note of it where it's like you see all the steam, but none of them were like, that could be bad. So I was like, oh, it should just be fine. So, yeah. All right. Well, we will let you watch the podium fun if you would like in the Discord. We're going to sign off. I think we're going to send you over to Catachino because we've never had a chance to raid. Oh, wait. No, is she gone now? Oh, man. Catachino was on just a second ago.
Boo. Thanks for joining us. Super.
Yeah, we love it. It's fun. Yeah.
Man, what a crazy finish.
Well, let me look one more place. Jumps into the arms of the merry men. Oh, we'll send you over to Nightlight Night. This is somebody who, what's his name? Mike connected us with, and we've never had a chance to raid Nightlight Night. So we'll do that now. We're playing Resident Evil 4 too.
Thanks.
So if you are watching on Twitch and you would at least join Nightlight Night for the raid, just say good morning from GMS. Super said it is legit the only way I can watch this without using dodgy websites and the added bonus of having you. Yeah, it's super fun. Can we do some watch parties like this for scary movies? No. That was fun, Scott Chick. And make sure to look for our future website, which is hatsforsnakes.com. Ambassador of hatsforsnakes.com, Zevtastic, will be there along with our spokesperson, Austin Attack 12.
And don't forget to use promo code for 20% off your full order.
Just roll your R's, and that's all it takes to get a discount on hatsforsnakes.com. Austin also did a tremendously great job of giving us random facts that she memorized from one single page of animal facts to make us not so sad. So, Gaseous hung out with us most of the stream. Chat FM was good to see you. Jack was here. I mean, there's more people than I can name at the end, but it's great to see you all. And we will see you in the morning as we do Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Join us. Gaming Morning Show. All right, we're signing off on Twitch. Bye.